G'day everyone, Jaimunji here, and we are here today to celebrate and review the new album by Feuerschwanz, Memento Mori. It's finally here, we're at the end of 2021, so this snuck in right at the last minute. Maybe it's a contender of Album of the Year? If you want to know what I think, stick around. 2020 and 2021 have been rough, but I've got to say, musicians took that upon themselves to write some of the best music I've heard in years. Not just Feuerschwanz, all these bands are coming out and they've all been fantastic albums. They've used that downtime extremely well. But what I've got to say is I was a little scared with this one. I've hyped it up so much in my mind that I thought it was going to disappoint me. I've accidentally done that for a few bands this year where I'm like, this is going to be the best thing ever. And while those albums have been great, and I mean great, some of them fell a bit flat because I hyped them up too much in my mind. This isn't the case here. Holy shit, is this album just absolutely fantastic, start to finish. I'm just going to let it explain itself, so let's go through some of the tracks. Opening up with the second single on the album, Memento Mori. What a perfect title for the album. Brilliant song. Brilliant song. Catchy choruses. You're going to be singing it for weeks. Ever since this single's come out, I've played it almost every single day. I could not get enough of it, and that's saying a lot because I rotate through a lot of music. Opening track, as far as opening track goes, I do believe this was the right choice. It just gives you the energy of how this album's going to be. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Now, second song up. This was the first single of the album. This is one of my favorite songs off the album. You're probably going to hear me say that a few more times before the end of this video. But Untitled Chapter, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm going to pronounce some of the songs later wrong as well. Please forgive me. This song has everything. When Hody belted into that power metal scream towards the end of it, with the death growls when he says Drachenboot, oh, that was when I realized this album was going to be something special and that they clicked. They found a sound that really worked for them. It takes bands a long time. People think bands by the third album will get it. Trivium's a perfect example. It took them up to the seventh album to finally find their sound. Machine Head's done it. Loads of bands have done it. I think Feuerschwanz on this album have developed their sound and rounded it out perfectly because every single track on this album is a banger, and this song is no different. Here's that power metal part I was talking about before. Alright, and let's move on. Let's not waste a lot of time. I'm sure you all want to listen to the album if you haven't already. The next song, Ultima Noche. I think that's how it's pronounced. This is actually going to be the next single. This comes out New Year's Eve. This song is absolutely fantastic. This also could have been the lead single of the album. It delivers everything you want. It's got the catchy choruses. It's got an absolutely short but brilliant guitar solo. And around the 2-minute 10 mark, listen to that. I haven't heard this in Feuerschwanz before. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it completely wasn't what I was expecting, and it is fantastic. Musically, this song is just top tier. I can't stress that enough. It is brilliant. Now, the fourth song, I'm going to put the title up here because I know I'm going to pronounce that wrong. This is featuring Hannibal. This song is heavy. If Feuerschwanz want to get the circle pit going, this is the song they're going to play. It's just balls to the wall from the second the song starts to the moment the song ends. Everyone's vocals in this are top tier. They just punch you right in the teeth. I love it. You need some songs like that on some albums, and this is that song. You want the circle pit song? Chuck this one on. I'm not going to pronounce it. This is what it is. Song number 5, Krampus, which was the fourth single on the album, fourth single on this album. This song is great. The thing I really, really like about this song is, if you know the story of Krampus, it's obviously, you know, a Christmas themed song. This song doesn't give you any Christmas vibes whatsoever. You can listen to it any time of year. If no one knew the story of Krampus, they wouldn't know. They would just think it's this kick-ass metal song. Once again, the screaming in this song is fantastic. The chorus is just, you want to sing along to it. It's been stuck in my head constantly. The bridge has this lovely soft spot before it picks back up again with the screams and back into that last chorus. This is a really good one. This, again, is maybe one of my favorite songs on the album. I'm not going to lie.
Und mit Feuer und Schwert kamen sie übers Meer, mit Feuer und Schwert uns zum Kreuze zu bekehren.
Okay, now we're moving away from some of the singles finally. This one surprised me. Fire and Schwert, I believe it's pronounced. This had a different tone to it. Very uplifting. The harmonies, everything in this song were really brilliant. And not a lot of people are going to say this, but I definitely got D'Artagnan vibes just from how the chorus was sung. I might be the only one that thinks that, but yeah, I don't know. Something about this song I absolutely love. This is a standout track. I think this is the dark horse of the album, where people wouldn't be expecting it to be as good as it is, but it's brilliant. And it's got a fantastic little shreddy guitar solo by Hans just before the finish. I really rate this song. Like, you're definitely not going to skip this one.
Und alles, was ich will, ist, Vater, dir nur einmal noch nahe sein.
Okay, now this was placed extremely well. We get up to the 7th song on the album now, and we slow things right down. We've kind of been balls to the wall with energy this whole time, and it's good to take a breather. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I believe it's translated like The Heart of the Dragon. What a beautiful ballad. This is absolutely a brilliant song that I thought was going to be soft the whole way through. And don't get me wrong, it's not a heavy song, but it builds. It just builds until you get to that point and it just explodes. By the end of it, you're headbanging, you're singing along, you're throwing up your horns. This was surprising. I wasn't expecting it. I absolutely adore this song. I really, really suggest you guys listen to this track. I'm going to put the name up there. Like I said, I probably can't pronounce it, but go listen to this one when you can.
Und darum reitet Joachim bis ans Ende dieser Welt.
Next song we're up to, I don't know how to pronounce this one as well. I'll give it a go. Rohim? Oh, that's probably so wrong. I apologize so much. This is a good song. There's not a great deal of standout in this. If you probably put a gun to my head and said, Jai, pick the worst song on this album, I would say it's this, but it's still an 8 out of 10. It is still fantastic. It's got a very powerful, punching, sing-along chorus to it. Nothing wrong with the song at all. I just say it's the worst out of a perfect album. That's all I'm going to say about that one.
Und darum tanzt, solange der Atem hält und das rote Blut noch fließt.
Moving on to that is I'm Gellen. I believe that's pronounced M. Gellen. One of the two. I pronounce everything wrong. It's my gimmick. I'll get it right one day, but that's kind of my charm. I'm a stupid Australian, and that's why you guys love me. This is really good. This is another really catchy sing-along one. It's got a lot of cheering moments in it. It's absolutely fantastic. Not a lot I can say about it, then it's just good. It kind of picks the album up again. We slowed down. The next song was a bit faster, and now we're picking the speed back up into one of my favorite songs on the album, Hannibal.
Wie eine Einmann-Armee werd ich vor dir stehen. Hannibal, und ich zieh in die Schlacht die ewige Stadt. Hannibal,
I can't put this into words how good this song is. The chorus is catchy. You sing along, you sway. This could have been the lead single, and I mean it. If you go listen to this, you'd be like, holy shit, why hasn't this been done as a music video? Maybe it will, because this song is just absolutely fantastic. Hans's guitar solo on this, I feel, is the best on the album. It is just brilliant. All the instruments shine through in this song. All the vocals sound fantastic. The harmonies are great. This song, listen to this song. If you're not going to listen to the whole album, and shame on you if you don't, please, besides the singles, listen to this song, because you will not be disappointed. And lastly, to close off the album, Skaldemand. If you don't know the story, this is actually a bit of a Norse song, because that was the honey mead that Odin took to get the powers of wisdom and poetry and that. So it's a good fitting. Maybe that's what they drunk when they made this album, because it is perfect. They've got everything right on it. Brilliant way to close the album. Big sing-along chorus with it. It changes right at the bridge too, to a part I wasn't expecting. You headbang, it's got a kick-ass riff to it. Good solo before quieting down. And then it gets back into that very last chorus. Ben Hody just delivers these powerful power metal belts over the top of it. It is fantastic. And that's it for this album. But if you got the deluxe version,
Brothers everywhere, raise your hands into the air, we're warriors of the world.
there are some fantastic covers. I'm not going to go through them all. You've already heard Warriors of the World United, which was brilliant. You have got to hear their cover of Blinding Lights. Holy crap, that is good. Their cover of Square Hammer by Ghost was so much better than what I was expecting as well, and they do it in their own style. They've got a cover of the Bloodhound Gang's The Bad Touch, and it is the heaviest song on the album. I'm not going to say any more. You have to listen to that one. They've also got a cover of, and I can't pronounce what it's actually called, but everyone knows it as the Numa Numa song. Remember that? It's really good. They totally made it their own. It's absolutely fantastic. I've probably listened to it about 8 to 9 times by now. And they've got Twilight of the Thunder God. Do listen to it if you know the song. They've made it very power metal almost. I actually like their cover better than Sabaton's cover. I know that's a bit of blasphemy, but I mean it when I say that. It's fantastic. This whole album, like I said before, I hyped it up so much in my head based on the strength of the singles that it could have failed. It could have fallen flat. It could have been single heavy and just dived. So many albums do that. You get these brilliant singles and then the rest just kind of fills in the gaps. There's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of the albums do it. You can't help it sometimes. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. This album is just so fantastic. I actually give it a perfect 10. Perfect 10 out of 10. This is an album you shouldn't miss. I know not everyone wants to listen to music that's not in their native tongue. This is in German. The covers are in English. At least the ones that are in English are in English. Man, though, like, you need this in your life. This band, I hope, delivers worldwide success. This is an album that can launch them to that fame, I do believe. I would love more than anything to see them live. Like I said, this met all my expectations and shattered through that ceiling. It is a perfect 10. I'd say there's been 2 perfect 10 albums this year, and I'm going to tell you when you check my new video out tomorrow as I break down my top 10 albums of 2021. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not going to give it away, but you can probably guess where this is going to place in that list just based off what I've said. Anyway, I'm going to go back, listen to the album some more. If you liked what you heard in this video, definitely go listen to the album. Go subscribe to Feuerschwanz's YouTube channel. I will link that in the description as well, because I don't want any glory for this video. This was for me to say thank you to Feuerschwanz for producing one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. And I absolutely mean that. I am so happy I ordered that special edition vinyl. I cannot wait till it gets here, and it's going to sit there for a long time to come. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. Let me know what you think of the album. What was your favourite song? Mine are probably going to change, but I'm all keen to see what you guys liked on your first impression. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff people say. And I'll see you all next time.